I paid a lawyer a certain amount of money. We marked it down as legal expense. So I had a legal expense, and I marked it down as a legal expense. I didn't mark it down as construction of a wall, construction of a building.
Former President Trump speaking before court resumed for day 17 of his criminal hush money trial. He is talking about his former fixer and attorney, Michael Cohen. Today, a New York appeals court upheld a gag order barring Trump from making statements against witnesses in the trial. Fox's Eric Shawn has the latest.
In a show of solidarity, House Speaker Mike Johnson joining former President Trump when they arrived at his criminal trial in New York City.
This is the fifth week that President Trump has been in court for this sham of a trial. They are doing this intentionally to keep him here and keep him off of the campaign trail.
Trump is facing felony charges related to his alleged 2016 hush money payments to porn star Stormy Daniels, so she would keep quiet about their alleged affair and not affect the 2016 presidential election.
I paid a lawyer a certain amount of money. We marked it down as legal expense.
Returning to the witness stand for a second day, Michael Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer. On Monday, Cohen testified for more than 5 hours, telling the jury that it was his former boss who directed him to make the payments to Stormy Daniels.
I think that he has done a lot in terms of advancing the case, and I think if he maintains his cool and the demeanor that we saw yesterday, and he owns what he did, I think he's going to do just fine.
Next, Trump lawyer Todd Blanche will also have his chance to cross-examine the prosecution's key witness, but Cohen's credibility expected to be attacked, given his past convictions for lying to Congress, tax evasion, and he served time in federal prison.
He's all over the map. He's hard to pin down, but I don't think that's problematic for the defense, because when he speaks, he usually steps in it.
With the former president under a gag order, he's enlisted some Republican allies. House Speaker Mike Johnson and former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy among the notables attending today's trial. At Manhattan Criminal Court, I'm Eric Shawn, Fox 32 Chicago. Sylvia, back to you.